Hey, Shalom Markins, Rakam Makapash from GMS London, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Chachodash. I want to give double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the all elect, preaching His truth in all sincerity. Back again with another video. I'm going to title this one, While We Are Running, right? Talking about you gutter rats out there, scurrying from the land of Israel, all right, to different parts of the world, man, because a couple missiles were dropping on you. All right, if you were the chosen people, and the Most High God is your power, right, and the Lord has restored you back in your land and in your kingdom, right, and you're all righteous, right, and you fulfill prophecy, right, then you shouldn't be afraid of nobody, right? Nobody could do nothing to you, man. Nobody would be able to touch you. So why are you running? Why are you running, man? You man are running, scurrying, right? Everywhere that's not Israel, right? And that doesn't show that you are the chosen people, right? Since 1948, right? You got supposedly restored back into the land of Israel, right? That was supposed to be, according to you, fulfillment of biblical prophecy, right? But ever since you've been there, ain't nothing but trouble. Okay, nothing but war, nothing but persecution that done by your half, yeah, against the other nations that were in that area. All right, and it's not meant to be like that, right? And here it is now, you not just Iran, but obviously you and Hezbollah, these other groups, man, been sending rockets your way, and you're always crying and pleading. Why are you whinging so much, man? If the Most High was really with you, man, the Most High would deal with your enemies, wouldn't He? Right? But like we keep telling you, man, there's something don't add up here. Something don't make sense. Right? Biblically, you don't fulfill these prophecies, man. Biblically, you are not the Israelites that are spoken about in the scriptures. That's why you're running. Because the Lord ain't offering you no protection. Your protection is the American military. That's your God. That's your power. Right? You man are relying upon all these carnal means. Right? Oh, but what about the Iron Dome? You need these things up and running to be able to protect your nation from your supposed enemies, from the threats, supposed threats. All right? You have no faith. You man don't believe in the scriptures. You don't believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Right? You ain't the Israelites. That's right. That's why you're running. Biblical prophecy hasn't been fulfilled yet concerning the Israelites' return to that land. Okay, we got nothing but heathen in the land of Israel and the surrounding areas, right? They don't fulfill biblical prophecy other than the fact that they would be heathens in the land. They're still there, right? You can claim whatever you want to claim, man. You can pretend to be us, man, but it don't mean shit. Mosiah ain't accepting you. You might fool the whole world to make people believe you're the children of Jacob, but you ain't. And people are starting to see, man, you're just a bunch of fraudsters. All right. So again, why were you running? If you're the people, why are you running? The Most High should be protecting you, man. Or you man go to war and you you go out to war, you win flawlessly, but you man are running away from Israel, your homelands, because you're afraid, because you are afraid, and that is not biblical. You man should not be afraid, right? If you're fulfillers of the prophecy, you man should not be afraid of nobody. Everybody should be afraid of you and wouldn't dare do anything to you. But guess what? You ain't fulfilled no prophecy. That's why this continues, man. Right? That land is waiting for the true Israelites to return to that land, for there to be peace under our Lord Yahweh Shai, man. And that has not occurred yet. All right? I don't want to make this too long, so I've got to go plantation. But I'm actually already here. I'm just outside in my car. I've got a bit of time, so I thought I'd do this video, right? So I want to just start here in Ezekiel 34. Sorry if the fan's too loud. It's baking in here, you know. But Ezekiel 34, and I'm gonna read from 25 here, right? And it says, "I will make them with a covenant of peace, and cause the evil beast to cease out of the land, and they shall dwell safely in the wilderness and sleep in the woods. And I will make them and the places round about my hill and blessing, and I will cause the shower to come down in its season, and there shall be showers of blessing." Right? "And the tree of the field shall yield her fruit, and the earth shall yield her increase, and they shall be safe in their land. And ye shall know that I am the Lord." That's when you're gonna know that I am the Lord. The Lord's not there with you, man, because you're not His children, and that's not your land. Okay, you're heathens with the rest of them, right? The Lord's not protecting any of you, man. All right. This is when I have broken the bands of their yoke and delivered them out of the hand of those that serve themselves of them. Right. So supposedly, you know, this is talking about, in their eyes, would be this, right? That all the persecution that the small hats suffered during the World War and all up into that time or whatever, right? The Lord took them out of these places they were at and brought them back to the land of Israel in 1948, right? So how come none of the rest of this happened then? You know, when the Lord was going to give them peace when they returned to the land. Well, how comes that hasn't happened? Because you've been at war since day one, since you went into the land of Israel, from day one, and it hasn't stopped. People are always resisting you, man, because they don't accept you, because you don't fulfill prophecy. You stole that land, just like you Edomites steal everything else. All right? And so the Lord's got it that, you know, you ain't going to be accepted, man, because you don't belong there. All right? Verse 28, "And they shall no more be a prey to the heathen." And this is what all you do is cry victim all day, every day. Right? "Oh, they're going to destroy us." How can that even be possible? Yeah, check it. If you're the children of the Lord and you've been reestablished, how can they destroy you? For fuck's sake. Why are you crying? Bro, it don't make no sense. If you are the Lord's people and you've been restored in the land of Israel, nobody can do anything to you, man. The fact this is all happening just proves that you're not the people. And you're acting like bitches, man. Right? That is it's not biblical. Right? To be acting like bitches is not biblical. Right? You meant to be scared. Right? It says, "And they should no more be a prey to the heathen, neither shall the beasts of the land devour them, but they shall dwell safely, and none shall make them afraid." But you stay afraid, man. That's your go-to. Man, always afraid. "Oh man, and it's American. Oh, they're after us." You know, ain't no one bothering you. Nothing, no more than anybody else suffers on the street, man. Jake, we catch more hell than you do, man. Fuck's sake, man. You know, always crying over some shit. Then dropping race cards left to right. Jake gets blamed for dropping race cards. Is it because I is black? Man, you man drop that Semitic card all day, every day, man. No matter what's going on. Because maybe because they added VAT. No, the tip on the bill, and it's because they hate you because you're Semitic. You know what I mean? You be over some dumb shit. You drop that card all day long. Anytime you don't agree with what's being said. You know, and you know this video could be taken down because they don't agree with what I said. Well, fuck it, innit? You know, I ain't saying nothing that ain't apparent. Ain't that everyone don't nobody know. You know. It says, "And I will raise up for them a plant of renown, and they shall be no more consumed with hunger in the land, neither bear the shame of the heathen anymore. Thus shall they know that I, the Lord Yahweh, their God, their power, and with them." We're all asking a bunch of questions right now. Like, who's with Israel? Who's protecting them? Where's their God? The Lord brought them back to the land, supposedly. Where's the Lord? No, America is 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 the guy, you know, protecting them, defending them. You know? And this is and that they, even the house of Israel, are my people, saith the Lord God Yahweh. And ye my flock, the flock of my pasture, are men, and I am your God, your power, saith the Lord God Yahweh. Right? Bars. Right? So that obviously, evidently, is not happening with these small hats, man, in the land of Israel today. That is obviously not happening. Right? This is Ezekiel 28. Let's see. Let me just get the point right, because I ain't got the most amount of time right now anyway. So, Ezekiel 28 verse 25 says, thus saith Lord God Yahweh, when I shall have gathered the house of Israel from among the people whom they are scattered, right? So that is supposedly has already taken place. In 1948, they were gathered together and brought back to the land. This is what these men are saying, that that prophecy has been fulfilled, being gathered back to and brought back to the land of Israel. That's happened, apparently. Right? And it says, and shall be sanctified in them in the sight of the heathen, then shall they dwell in the land that I have given to my servant Jacob. Right? So they're claiming they're doing that. Right? That's happened. Right? Verse 26, and they shall dwell safely therein. But you're not safe, are you? Especially according to you, you're not safe. Everyone's out to get you. Everyone's out here to erase Israel off the maps. Iran, Syria, Lebanon, Hezbollah, all these different groups. Everybody hates you. Everybody wants to see you gone, so you must defend yourself. But they can't have nukes, so we gotta go destroy them before they destroy us. That's your rhetoric. This fear mongering is your rhetoric, because you're continuously afraid. Well, this is your excuse, even though you got all the power in the Middle East right there, because you got American weapons, but you're the ones that's always scared. You got the nukes, you got everything, but you're the one that's scared. Make it make sense, please. Right? And they shall dwell safely therein, and shall build houses and plant vineyards. Yea, they shall dwell with confidence. You might ain't doing. That's why you're running, jumping on planes and going to other parts of the world, because you're scared. Got no confidence in the Most High, no confidence in the people or the land or your faith. Nothing, no confidence at all. Man, just running away. It says, they should dwell with confidence when I execute judgment upon all those that despise them round about them, and they should know that I am the Lord Yahweh their God. Alright? Again, science not right here. It's like we keep telling you. Deuteronomy chapter 33 verse 28. Israel then shall dwell safely alone. Right? So they ain't going to be sharing no land with no Palestinians or heathens, all that kind of stuff, because you're trying to fight them, trying to get your land back, or get all the land or whatever. You're doing all this, back and forth in rockets and, airstrikes, bombing the strip, and you're doing all this back and forth, right? That ain't meant to be going on. You're meant to be, dwelling safely, alone, right? The fountain of Jacob shall be upon a land of corn and wine. Also his heaven shall drop down dew. Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people saved by the Lord, the shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thy excellency, right? The Most High is our protector. And like I said, if the Lord, is fulfilling all these prophecies, he's brought you back to the land, then where is he to protect you now? He should always be there with you. Because you were supposedly meant to fulfill all these prophecies. So where is he at then? Evidently, that the true sayings of those prophecies have not taken place yet. There's been lied. Right? Those men lied. Right? The Rothschilds and all these guys, they signed you in there. Like it was real estate, man. And the man just signed off the papers and said, yeah, you're moving to Israel now. British government helped you, get there. That's not biblical prophecy, man. You man not even, your head, your elites don't even believe in the scriptures, man. So happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people saved by the Lord, the shield of thy help, right? And who is the sword of thy excellency? And thine enemies shall be found liars unto thee, thou shalt tread upon their higher places. Again, you know, the real liars is you. You know? Let me grab this quick. Revelation 2 verse 9. I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them that say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Okay, again, you know, we know what this means. You know, this is, you know, really speaking about the Israelites back there, right? But we got imposters today claiming to be Israelites. Okay, and they definitely ain't Israelites, right? Or as it says here, Jews, right, which represents the three tribes that were in the land of Judea. Okay, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, right? Because you don't ever talk about the rest of the tribes. Right, you small ass. You don't ever talk about that. Okay, all you do is, you know, consider yourself Jews, but Jew is just really ultimately one nation, and by broader understanding, three. Right, Benjamin, Judah, and Levi. It doesn't what's the word I'm looking for, man? It doesn't include the 10 tribes that left. Okay, it doesn't include them. And you ain't concerned about them at all. All right? Because the scriptures speak about Israel returning. The whole nation of Israel returning. That has not happened. Right? That has not happened. What prophecy have you fulfilled? The only prophecies you have fulfilled are the parts of the wicked, man, of the heathen. All right? You have not fulfilled no prophecy concerning the children of Israel. Okay? So again, you're liars. You've been lying. Right? Satan, the adversary, is a liar. Right? And that's what you are, the synagogue of Satan. I might as well get the next one, 3 and 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I make them to come and worship before thy feet and to know that I have loved thee. Right, and that's only what the Lord's going to do, man. The Lord's going to show the whole world who the true Israelites are, and you, man, are going to have to come bow. Bow down before Zod. But you're going to have to come bow, right? And you will bow in the presence of our great power that the Lord's going to bestow upon us, man. Right? Because we're gonna have the power to have peace and maintain peace. There's something you know. Like I said, you man are not even about peace, man. You're out there creating all the wars. In Psalms 20 verse 1, what time is it? Right. To the chief musician of a psalm of David, the Lord hear thee in the day of trouble. Right. You know, you've got this conflict going on. Right. The Lord should be hearing you, man. You're crying all the damn fucking time. You know, where's the prayers at? You know. Why the Lord ain't hearing you? I wonder why. The Lord hear thee in the day of trouble, the name of the God of Jacob defend thee. Right? Well, they ain't got the name, for one. And they're not the children of Jacob either. So there's no defense around except for the United States military. All right? Psalms 5 verse 11 says verse 11, but let all those that put their trust in thee rejoice. Where's the trust? Where's the confidence that the Most High are going to protect the people of Israel? Why are they running? Why are they fleeing? You know, they men don't obviously believe. You know what I'm saying? You know, they don't believe that crap. They might not go back to America or to Europe or wherever the hell their family were from, and they just go back there. It's more safe over there. You know, they don't believe in the protection that the Most High offers them. Well, supposedly is supposed to offer them according to their beliefs, right? They don't believe in that, right? But the children of Israel are meant to be staunch, like we're gonna be made perfect, and be under the new covenant. Like, we're gonna believe like to the highest level, because obviously everything is obvious, everything is true, right? We know the truth. But you, man, nah, you don't believe. All of Israel are meant to be believers back in the land, but you're not. And technically none of you believe. It says, let them ever shout for joy because thou defendest them. Let them also that love thy name be joyful in thee. For thou, Lord, Yahweh, will bless the righteous. The Lord will bless the righteous. Aren't you guys meant to be the righteous? Why aren't you blessed? I mean, you're blessed in some ways, but you ain't blessed in the ways of the righteous. Okay, you're blessed because the wicked is blessed right now. And this is why you'll get to go around bullying all these different nations and nothing gets done to you, man, ultimately. It's a little thing here. But you get to go around and play the bully while claiming to be the victim. For thou, Lord Yahweh, will bless the righteous with favor. Wilt thou compass him as with a shield. Again, why are you running then? Okay. Let's see. We'll wrap up with one more. Alright, let me grab this one. We'll close out with this, right? So I'll go. It's Isaiah 2, verse 4. So, and he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. These nations should even be coming up to war against you in the first place. These men are meant to put down their weapons when the children of Israel are established back in the land. Because they're all going to understand and recognize that these are God's people. Because they're going to be made gods in the earth, man, and given great power. Right? They ain't going to need no military like they got right now. Right? And these nations are going to know that it's futile to even think about trying to take these men down. But this is not the world we're living in right now. This is not the time we're living in. Right? These men are picking up swords. They're spending more money in the military, making more missiles, getting nuclear programs. You know what I'm saying? Right? The nation's not putting down their weapons and going back to farming and shit. No, they're lifting up more weapons. Something's not right. They're not, like I said, you ain't got to tell us, but I'm telling you. We're telling you, for those that don't know. Something ain't right. Evidently it's not right. These men are picking up weapons and swords, man, to go bust man's head with. We're supposed to be living in an era of peace, man, under the Israelites, but that's not happening. Alright? They shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. Right? That's what's supposed to be going on, man, and that's not happening under these imposters, man. All right. So again, why like I say, if you were really the people, man, you wouldn't need to run. You wouldn't need to run. All right. But that just, like I say, it just proves and is made evident that you ain't really the people, man. All right. And the Lord is exposing you, day by day type thing, man. Right, until the true children of Israel are established, man, when the elected are gathered and delivered, man. All right, but with that, I'm going to say shalom. Kal halal yah b'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Hashem v'kal kodash. Double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and shalom out there to the hopeful, that expression is true and all sincerity. Shalom.